Hi guys, Lady Random here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Still outside the house, we have finally moved in, so we've abandoned our little hobbit hole down at the bottom of the hill, which was, where are we, just down there. So I've left the farm and the animals and stuff like that down there, and it's kind of an idea, I think, just because of the noise they make would drive me absolutely mad. But yeah, the house, coming on a bit. As you can see, we've got rid of quite a lot of the wood on the outside, and I'm starting to gradually replace it with the nether quartz. Pretty much the whole of the downstairs level is done now, so we'll take a little looky around here. So yeah, you can see got the lower level done, same around the other side as well, and it's just starting to look a bit more like I wanted it to. I'm still toying with the fact of maybe putting a darker glass in, so I might do a little bit of an experiment with some dyes, but I'll need to go off and get some of the black dye. I don't know if I can use squid ink for it, maybe. If not, I'm going to have to go off and try and find myself a is it orchid or something like that gives you the black dye or something, if that's even in vanilla. Do you know what? I don't even know. But yeah, so outside pretty much done. I just take you in and show you around a little bit of what we've actually done inside the base as well. See if we go through here, through the main door. Again, I think I'm probably going to get rid of these doors. I'm not liking Light Beach. They look, I don't know, they're a little bit naff. It's not quite the look I was looking for. Now I don't know whether to go for iron doors. I don't know whether to maybe go for the dark oak ones. I can show you those because I've actually got some of those upstairs and see what you think. But yeah. Main thing out here that we've done, we've actually finished the floor off. So we've got nether brick and we've got diorite, polished diorite for the floor here, which I quite like. I just quite like the fact that it's broken up a little bit of colour, but it's not too much. Again through here, still not 100% convinced by the floor. I may well change that out, but yeah, if you've got any suggestions on that, or maybe a different pattern or something like that we could use. It's still a bit of a nothing space, this, so again, this has sort of got a bit of scope to have something put into it. I'll probably get some plants or something, and again, still not entirely happy with the staircase, so we'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, we'll start upstairs actually, because this is probably where the larger change have happened. So yeah, we've got dark oak doors here, which I quite like against the rest of the dark oak planks that we're using, so that takes us into a little hallway, and then we've got doors sort of either side here that go out onto what is going to be the main living space. So yeah, the other door's just over there. Over here, a bit rudimentary, but I've set up sort of where the kitchen is, so all of the foodie items and stuff like that are stored up here. A couple of furnaces and a chest for some coal. I mean, this will obviously be prettified and make it look a bit more kitcheny once we get a bit more quartz and we can start building this level up. So yeah, out across to the balcony, which I have showed you before. So I think it's a beautiful view. Nice, we've got mountains over the back there. See down to our animals, bit of forest and plains there. So yeah, and we've got a little fishing hole down there. We've sort of squared that off a little bit, lit it up a bit, so go down there and do a bit of fishing sometimes, which is nice, very relaxing. So this will all get closed off. It's all going to get made up to the same height. This will be sort of a little bit of a hallway. I want to leave that a little bit open, so yeah, we will sort of obviously build that up, but it's not going to be sort of blocked off. I want to leave that open there. So if we go back through here, we can now go into the bedroom. So we'll put a bed down. We've got a massive bed. Just nice to sort of have a nice looking big bed. I was kind of looking at maybe using some wool to maybe extend it out a little bit, make it a little bit longer, so it was still sort of square, or maybe even bring it out to here. You probably remember from a previous series I had wooden blocks sort of that was basically like a 3x4 rectangle. So I don't know, I'm kind of in two minds about that, whether to sort of still do that or do something a bit different. I don't know. I just don't know whether the red dyed wool is going to be the same colour as the beds, which is a bit annoying, but we can still have a think on that. Maybe cut it down to 2 beds and extend it out a bit, but I quite like the way it fits sort of in between the window here. Used a couple of upside down stairs to make a couple of little bedside tables, so we'll probably maybe try and put some form of redstone lamp on there rather than the torches up here, or maybe a little plant pot or something a bit decorative. Haven't decided yet with that. But yeah, that's the main room, and yeah, we'll decorate it, we'll get carpets, we'll get some pictures up eventually. But yeah, again, we've just got a nice big window that you can look out over the scenery. We've got sort of the, oh, nearly. Scenery over there with a nice sort of, I think that goes out to the sea there, which I guess one day we ought to take a boat and go and have a look, really. The only thing with this is because it is dark, it does need a lot of lighting, so I might have to consider putting some sort of lighting into the ceiling, maybe glowstone or like redstone lamps or something like that, and we can maybe sort of power them so we can have like a light switch somewhere that turns them on. But yeah, it's possibly a bit beyond me. It is only half slabbed up on the roof, and I did that deliberately just to stop the mob spawning up there, which hopefully it's doing. But yeah, it does mean that I've had to have an awful lot of torches on the walls, so it'd be nice to do something a bit different with that and maybe make it look a little more modern, because the torches are very sort of medieval, I guess, and I'm trying to get a modern look in it. So yeah, if anybody has any smart ideas on lighting, then please let me know. Through here is going to be kind of like the dressing room, and what I'll probably do is get a few armour stands up, get some armour put out, a few chests that I can put sort of a few objects in, which would be kind of cool. I don't know whether I'll keep weapons up here. I might sort of have a little armoury set up downstairs and maybe use the item frames to sort of store the weapons a bit differently, because I don't think with this, sadly, we haven't got like the bibliocraft where you can get the sort of like the sword blocks, which are quite cool for sticking your swords in. They're great. I've had those in Hexit and a couple of other things. But yeah, back down here. And we should take a sneaky look behind the staircase behind here. Again, I kind of want to do something a bit more with this. I'm not liking it. I don't know whether to sort of make it into a proper corridor or maybe sort of square it off from about here so it's a bit more even rather than sort of being the back of the stairs. But yeah, again, not sure. Through here though, we have what's going to be the main storage area. I've got a load of chests up. Nothing is labelled yet, so it's kind of a little bit sort of rudimentary of where I've got everything. So it's blocks and stuff for building here. We've got some netherrack and some bits from the nether there. It's more sort of smooth stone, wooden bits, mob drops, which reminds me I can actually drop some of this off while I'm here. And we've got odds and sods sort of box up here at the moment. There's not really any rhyme or reason to what's in here, and that needs sorting out a little bit more, but this is sort of the random stuff I haven't put away. I did find all of this stuff, which was quite cool when I was off caving. So yeah, that was quite mad. And a couple of bits that we've got from fishing. We managed to get ourselves a name tag, which is always good. And I've got a puffer fish as well, but I'll look at the potion side of things at another time. We've got the red dye. It's not what I want really for the bed, so I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with the bed yet. But yeah, any suggestions gratefully received. A few ores in there. We've got our sort of more precious stuff, so the redstone diamonds, emeralds, and we got loads of emeralds when we went and did our little sort of caving time-lapse video a couple of videos back. A few ender pearls, which is great, and a bit of glowstone dust, mostly picked up from the brutal murder of witches. And yeah, there's nothing in that. And the only other thing I've really got over here is just a few seeds, just want to see if we get loads of them, but I think once I find chickens they'll probably be more useful. But yeah, the plan is that obviously this wall I'll be doing kind of exactly the same as I've done over there. Get all of the chests labelled up, get some kind of sort of sense to it, and what I'll probably do as well is maybe make some trap chests to go in between these ones, just so it looks a little bit more even, or if that doesn't happen then I'll probably put some blocks, so maybe some more dark oak, or I might use some kind of contrasting block in between, you know, if I have any leftover nether quartz, that would be cool. So through here, this is the furnace room. So we've got big wall of furnaces. The plan was originally to have some kind of sort of hopper arrangement with them. I may still do that, because what I might do is just take that wall out a bit and actually square the room off a little bit and do the same upstairs. But what I have been doing is been making a bunch of nether bricks with all of the netherrack we've collected, and there is a purpose for that, so let's get all this up while we're here. No, don't did you already? Where did you? And did you? You're done. You're done. Right. 2, 4, 6, 10. I think that's right. Why don't we make up some nether brick blocks, because we're going to be needing those. I haven't maybe cooked up as much. We've got 2 more somewhere, haven't we? Yeah, there you are. That level. There we go. Let's put those together quickly as well. Don't think it's going to be enough to do what we want to do, but hey, let's just move those buckets over there for a second. There we go. Yeah, so we've got a chest with a bit of coal in it, crafting bench just in case we need to sort of put anything together, and yeah, so wall of ferni. So the other thing I was doing kind of last week, I didn't put out a Minecraft video, I was having a bit of a go at the theme hospital stuff, so by all means check it out. It's quite amusing, it's pretty frustrating and very basic, but it's a great game. But what I did was a little bit of off-camera stuff, and I hope you're not down here. No, you're not. Dug out this space down here, and this is going to be my enchanting and potions room, so I may bring some of the chests actually down here. I've got a few bits, so I've got some glass bottles that I've collected off witches, I've got some of the netherrack that I've picked up, I've got sugar, poisoned potatoes. I don't know if we can use those in potions in this mod. I know again we could in sort of witchery and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm sure we can probably find a use for those. Spider eye, gunpowder, bit of glowstone, rabbit foot, which I think we use for some kind of jumping potion possibly. Ghast here, which I was dead chuffed about as my last trip to the nether, trying to get some nether quartz to finish the house with, and a puff of fish, which I think is used in some kind of potion of poisoning of some sort. So I have been gathering netherrack. Let's give that a bit of a harvest. Doink, 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 doink. Let's replant you while we are here. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink. Fabulous. Right, you can go... Yeah, where's that chest? You can go back in there. So yeah, I've kind of built a bit of a sort of mad scientist table using the stairs, which I've got my potion stand on. I just think it looks sort of quite cool and a little bit sort of crazy lavish. But yeah, let me know what you think on that. Enchanting table here, so we can go up to level 30 with that, which is great. We've got our anvil tucked in the corner here. And chests we've got, these are our sort of higher level books, so these are our level 3 books. So we've got feather falling 3 now, sharpness 3, power 3, feather falling 3 again, and efficiency 3. Level 2 wise, we've now got luck of the sea 2, protection 2, sharpness 2. I'm going to carry on kind of combining these and try and get the higher levels. See, I've got fortune 2 there, which would be good to get some more protection, stuff like that, because I've got absolutely no enchants on my armour. We've got some books ready there, and then we've just got some of the level 1 stuff that we'll need to do some combining on and try and get some higher level books there. But yeah, I'm kind of working on the basis that I'm going to sort of more enchant and combine the levels so I can actually get, albeit yes I need a fair bit of lapis to do it, I will try and do a level 30 enchant on something, and maybe like with stuff like a pick, if I was trying to get like a silk touch, which I really want silk touch, I don't have that yet. I'll probably try that on a level 30 enchant, but yeah, so far I've got fortune and that's about it. Just some armament needs repairing and the lapis that I've got so far, so yeah, I'm going to need to keep mining the lapis, so it's something we can go and do, but yeah, it's always good for the levels, isn't it? And over here we've just got a crafting bench just because we probably need one. Now what I was kind of thinking of doing was sort of the walls of this, because I want it to be a bit kind of mad lab. I was sort of toying with using the nether brick. Now I don't know whether to leave this area here lighter. I don't want to sort of do it in the stone brick, because I've already feel I've got too much stone brick down here already. I want something to contrast it. So any ideas for out here? But I was sort of thinking in here everything's quite red, so I might kind of keep that theme. So I'm sort of thinking we'll give it a bit of a try and just see what we think, whether we actually like the nether brick effect against it. Let's just knock that out quickly and just put a few in just to have a... Oh, that didn't go to plan, did it? Let's stick our torch back up. So I kind of don't mind the torches so much down here, because it is supposed to be a little bit sort of grim and horror movie, I guess, really. just knock this dirt out and see whether we actually like the effect. Bang out some of this as well. Dunk, dunk, and dunk, and dunk. Dunno, what do you reckon? Do we like it? Let's do this little bit up here as well. In fact, let's just knock the ceiling out quickly and see whether we actually like it or whether it's actually too much. Now again, I could end up putting some... Oh, taking that back a bit far. It's daft, never mind. Just hide that. Nobody will ever know it wasn't there. But yeah, I was thinking I could put some glowstone lighting in here. Don't know. But by all means, let me know what you think. Because feedback, as always, is gratefully received. So, this week has been busy. Month end at work, which always means that we are sort of pretty full on. So I have to say I am absolutely knackered. Kind of the thing with this is like I come on here to sort of chill out. This is sort of like my total zone out, and I think the reason I kind of do YouTube is I enjoy it. I like playing the games. I like watching what other people do. I love sort of watching the guys that I subscribe to, and you know, I really enjoy sort of seeing other people's ideas on how they decide to do stuff, and it's quite an eye-opener sometimes, because there's some really smart people out there have some really good ideas on how to do things that in a million years I would have never thought of. You know, I have my own ideas, but you know, it's nice to kind of get ideas from other people and just sort of see what other people will actually do to sort of design stuff. I mean, you look at the way some people build. Now, I am not a great builder, but I think my problem is the fact I'm impatient. You know, I don't mind spending time on stuff, but because of working hours and travel and everything like that, I don't have a great deal of free time. And I think this is where the problem is. If I could sort of spend more time, so I'm going to click that up, spend more time sort of doing the grindy stuff, sort of off camera, and sort of be able to concentrate on the fun stuff kind of when I'm recording, that would be the ideal scenario. But you know, sadly, that ain't going to happen. However, I have got some time off coming up. I've got a couple of days booked sort of during December. So I've got a couple of things I need to do, but plan is what I would like to do is actually try and get a little bit more stuff recorded. Sort of maybe get a few episodes done, or at the very least get a load of the grindy stuff done. Just so I can try and make something that's a little bit more interesting, that I've sort of spent a bit of time preparing it, that we can do, because I'd really like to be able to do more redstone. I need to do a lot of research. It's not, as I've said before, a strong point of mine, so it would be something that I'd like to have a little bit more time to sort of spend on, and sort of try and improve the way that, well, not the way I do it, because I don't do it, I do it badly, but just sort of what I can actually do and get to grips with what is actually possible with it. Now, I'm never going to be the world's greatest redstoner, ever. You know, there is absolutely no danger of that happening. But yeah, I think for me, I don't know, I've maybe thinking of I should have like a little sort of super flat world that I can stick myself in creative and do what the other guys do, and actually kind of have a stab at things and try and figure things out for myself. You know, I'd quite like that. So that for me, that's an option. So that's something I might consider doing, and it might be something again that I'll work on a little bit, sort of while I'm off over Christmas. I should have probably not blocked all of this in just yet, should I? Is that? Are you back to the? Yeah, you are. There we go. Let's block all that back in again. I totally forgot about the stuff behind the netherrack there. Netherrack, never walked even. But yeah, no, I'm hoping that, you know, I can start to sort of produce something a bit smarter. Random series, the randoms rules, that's been quite fun, and he's actually moved that now onto a fan server that is been set up by Badge. which is great. And if you don't follow Badge, please do. He's one of the Minecraft guys, and he's great. He actually, I believe, lives fairly close to where I work, so never know, one day I might bump into him. It's highly unlikely, but you know, weirder things have happened. But yeah, I mean, it's great. He's actually set the server up for his Patreon supporters, and Random is one of those. So he has been playing on Badger's Patreon server and doing his random rules. Sort of started the series on that last week, so I think he's actually in the middle of recording an episode as we speak. So again, if you're not subscribed to him, please check him out. He was, at last look, 96 subscribers, and I had, oh look, I've just run out. How annoying is that? I don't know if I've got any more upstairs. I think I've got a few more bricks actually. But yeah, Random, he is at, today, last time I checked, 96 subscribers, so he is just 4 subscribers away from his goal of 100, which we're trying to set before Christmas to get his piano. Now, don't tell him, but I've already got it. Random, if you're watching this, please kind of skip past this bit here, because you don't know this is happening. But yeah, I've already got it. To be fair, I wasn't under any concern that he wasn't going to get to his 100, and you know, even if he doesn't by Christmas, I think, you know, it's he's had a fair crack at it, and he's that close that, you know, it would be really mean of me to deny him it. So yeah, he's got it already. I think we could do with a little bit more lighting. It's the only thing. It's very dark again, isn't it? So where's opposite you? Is that here? So we want one there. There we go. What do we reckon? I quite like that. I just like the fact that, again, the sort of the texture pack with this particular, well, this particular texture pack, it's quite red. So the books are actually kind of book coloured as opposed to being sort of strange and brightly coloured. So it looks a bit more normal, but I just like the fact that's red. I like the contrast against the lighter coloured wood, and I love the fact that the netherrack's kind of the same. And then we've got our crazy lab table in the middle. Do you know what? I like that. I am actually really pleased with that. So, the only thing to decide really is what to do out here. Suggestions, people. Oh, damn it. No. One block. How annoying is that? Damn you. Right, that's just going to bug me. It's no good. I really hate it. I hate stuff being half finished. Netherrack, netherrack, netherrack. Where did I put you? Here. Just go and do... Let's just go and do 8 quickly. I think that will do. We'll just stick 8 in the furnace really quick. I only need 1. There we go. Right. Let's get our 1 and go and replace that. Oh, in fact, no, we don't. We need 4, don't we? Because we've got to make the bricks. Damn. Go on. Faster. But, yeah, so, Random's piano. That will be being delivered possibly within the next 10 days or so. So, yeah, you guys have got plenty of time to get him to that 100 if you're not already subbed. And, like I said, on the Badge server, it seems to be like it's a really nice community, and I'm actually myself considering sort of subscribing to him Patreon. I think it's like a minimum of $3 or something like that a month, which is nothing. You know, Random and I have had servers in the past that we paid for, and sort of over a 6 month period you're looking at sort of like £75–80, which, you know, it's a lot. And especially like we're saying with work and things like that, if you just haven't got... Oh my god, I need more than that. I am so stupid. Oh well, right, okay. We'll come back to that another point. I'll just have to kind of get over being anal about it. But, yeah. We were spending sort of £70–80 on a server. We were working all the time. We never got any time to play on it. So it's a bit of a case of, well, you know, what is the point? It's a lot of money for not really getting very much out of it. Now, £3, $3 even a month. That's what, like £2? £2.5 quid? a month, you know, over 6 months, you're looking at about, what, 15, 16 quid, which is nothing. And if you sort of think about it from that basis, you know, it's a nice community server. The people that play on there seem to be really nice people. So I think it will be, I think it'd be good fun. It could be an option, and it could be quite nice to be able to get some sort of play with other people as well. Because I think, you know, single player world's great, but I really miss the whole sort of server community thing as well. So this is something that I'd like to do. Okay, where are we up to? We are at about 25 minutes already. So yeah, we're probably overrunning a little bit more than I wanted to. Now, back to the spawner. Still not working properly, and to be honest with you, it's not even spawning well. What I did do here is just quickly put a little passageway up, and I've just put a little viewing room up here so I could try and keep an eye on the spawn rates. Now, I've obviously got a skelly in there because I can hear him. Water-wise, I just can't figure this out. This is just not a strong point of mine, and I think I'm probably going to have to get random back in to sort this one out. But what I've done is I've actually now just got the water flowing down. There's a central one sort of here, which runs parallel with this wall, which is the passageway that the water flows down. So kind of at the moment having to rely a little bit on the mobs getting themselves there, and you know, the only thing we really seem to have an awful lot of is bats. But it has worked. I was in there kind of putting the ceiling level down a little bit to try and stop Enderman spawning, so it was only 2 blocks high. We're getting a lot of bats, and we did get creeper, we did get zombies, we got a couple of skeletons, so you know, it's working, but it's not working well. So yeah, I still need to sort that out, because I really wanted to have a sort of semi-decent XP farm. Hopefully they'll be tracking me. By the sound of it, they could well be tracking me down here. Yes, they are! Or it is. So what I have done since then is I've popped a chest, and I've popped a hopper on the chest there just to collect up any goodies that we spit out. But let's flame him up a little bit. Let's see if this kills him. It hasn't killed him outright. How many punches are we going to need? 2. Okay, 1 with the sword. But yay! There we go. Arrows and bones. So that works nicely. So yeah, it's just a case really that it's softening them. I don't know whether to change the ticks on that, maybe sort of make it go a little bit longer, but I suppose if I've got more there, it'll probably burn for longer. They'll probably keep each other on fire as well. But yeah, so spawner, not great. Right, let's just get back up here, up to the main part of the house, past the nether portal, and I love it, it's there. I can't hear it when I'm in the rest of the house. So there we go. And we'll just pop back in here. Dark outside, so I am buggered if I'm going to go out there. But, guys and girls, thank you very much for watching again. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoy the changes I've made to the house. Again, any suggestions will be gratefully received. I know Ashley Design suggested getting a staircase up onto a roof garden, which will probably run up from this staircase here. And so what I might do is maybe extend the area up out a little bit sort of from the stairwell, and sort of maybe even run this couple of staircases sort of either side of the main one there. So yeah, that's always an option. But what I'll probably do over the rest of the weekend is jump on, do a bit of grinding, try and get a little bit more done. I do need to go on the hunt for more diamonds because I'm running a bit low, and I am needing to repair tools and things, so that will be good. But for now, boys and girls, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye bye!